firststepreading.com.
From firststepreading.com. Let's do some learning together. We're going to start with the months of the year. Do you know how many months are in 1 year? There are 12. And we're going to sing a song about the months of the year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. These are the 12 months of the year. And today, we're going to talk about October. October is in the season of fall. There are 4 seasons of the year: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Let's sing our season song. Spring, summer, fall, winter, sing them now with me. Spring, summer, fall, winter, which could it be? Spring, summer, fall, winter, sing them now with me. Spring, summer, fall, winter, which could it be? Good job singing. So we're going to talk about October, which is in the season of fall. Let's figure out on our calendar what day would come after 26. We could do that by counting. We're using this date as an example of how we do our calendar. So let's figure out what number comes after 26 for our calendar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That is our number of today. A 2 and then a 7. That makes up 27. Now let's figure out what color our 27 should be on this calendar. Our calendar has an A-B pattern, which goes black and red and then repeats. So let's figure out what color 27 should be. Black, red, 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 black. Our 27 should be black. So that is our A-B pattern. Our letters of today are O and U. And O says ah, and the U says So O says like octopus, or you can hear an O in the word like op, hop, and U says like up, and you can hear the short vowel sound U in a word like cup, right? Or cut, So those are our letters, and this is our calendar. Now we're going to do our days of the week. There are 7 days of the week, so let's sing our 7 days of the week song. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So today is Tuesday. And if today is Tuesday, what day was it yesterday? Yesterday would be Monday. And if today is Tuesday, what day will it be tomorrow? Tomorrow will be Wednesday. So you can do your days of the week worksheet yourself, and you can circle what day it is when you're watching this video, and then figure out what day comes before, that would be yesterday, and what day comes after, which would be tomorrow. And you can print all our worksheets for free at firststepreading.com. All worksheets are free. So when I show you a worksheet, you can go on firststepreading.com and you can print it and try it at home. So that's our days of the week. And we also have our calendar. So I said today is October, and I said today was 27. So then I would find 27 and I would circle it on my calendar. So October 27. So you can also do that at home, and you can figure out what month it is that you're watching this video and what date, and try to find it and do your work calendar. Okay, that's another worksheet you can print. So I said since it's October, it is fall. That is the season. But the weather, how do I figure out the weather? Let's sing our weather song. Can you tell me the weather, the weather, the weather? Can you tell me the weather today? Is it sunny? Is it rainy? Is it cloudy? Is it snowy? Can you tell me the weather today? So I can look out my window and I can see what kind of weather it is. It's not sunny here today. It is very cloudy where I live. It might be sunny where you live. It could be sunny where you live. It could be snowy where you live. It could be windy where you live. And it could be rainy where you live. Where I live, it is a cloudy day. And I would actually say that it is cold where I live today. It is basically winter weather out there, even though it's fall where I live. It is very cold. I need my winter coat today. I need my winter hat. I need mittens and even boots. It's not snowing, it's cloudy, but it's a very cold, winter-like day today. If it's not quite winter, but still pretty cold, it would be a cool day. If it's a day that's so hot that you can go swimming, it would be a hot day. And if it's not quite swimming weather, it would be a warm day. So these are our temperatures, right? Hot, warm, cool, and cold. Those you would have to go outside and feel, right? With an adult, you'd have to feel the temperature. And you can graph your weather on this worksheet. And I'm doing it right here. So today is cloudy. So start at the bottom and fill the next square up. And it is cold. And then I can look and see how my weather is. I can look every month and I can start again, or I can look for the whole year and see what kind of days I mostly had. That's how we graph our weather. So this is our calendar for today. And now we're going to move on to math. For math, we are talking about subtraction. So last week we learned about addition, which means when we get more of something. And this week we're talking about subtraction, when things go away or we get less of it. So this worksheet you can do with the dinosaurs is a practice of addition and subtraction. So the first one says, 1 dinosaur comes to 3 dinosaurs. How many dinosaurs do you have? It's a plus, it's addition. 1 plus 3, so you count 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, this is plus. 3 dinosaurs come to 2 dinosaurs. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what we did last week. Now these ones are subtraction, which means one of the dinosaurs leaves. So it says there's 3 dinosaurs minus 1 dinosaur. 1 dinosaur leaves. So I have to cross off this amount from my first number. The minus means how many leave from this first number. So it says 1. So I cross off 1 of my 3, and I count how many I have left. 1, 2. That is subtraction. Again, I have 2 dinosaurs and 1 leaf. See, it's showing me that minus 1 dinosaur. So I cross off 1. How many are left? 1. We're starting subtraction with pictures. So we have a dinosaur sheet that goes over addition and subtraction. And we have a fishy sheet where you have 2 fishies, but 1 swims away. And we have pumpkins, cookies, right? We have pumpkins, cookies, animals, lots of different picture subtraction is what we're doing today that you can do to practice. So I'm going to do the fishy one with you, and you can try. I'll show you all the different worksheets there are up here after, and you can try those. Let me get an eraser and erase this. Okay. So the fishy one, this fishy one shows 1, 2 fish, and it says minus 1 fish. Minus means one of these 2 fish are leaving. It says 1, right? There's only 1 leaving, so that means I cross off 1 of my fish. How many fish are in this original pot? Bowl? 1. Okay, that's my answer. This tells me how many to cross off. The second column is how many to cross off. I have 1, 2, 3 fish, and it tells me 1 is leaving. So I'm going to cross my 1 off from my original bowl, and it says I have 1, 2 left. This shows me 1 fish. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 fish, right? And this tells me, 2 are leaving. 1, 2. So I'm going to cross off 2 fish from my 4. 1, 2. And count how many are left. I have 1, 2 left. So my answer is 2. This column tells me how many to cross off from this first amount. Okay? So please practice. Subtraction is crossing off. Addition is counting. Subtraction, you have to cross this amount from the original amount. Okay? We have our fishies. We have our pumpkin. We have our cat. It's cats and dogs and fish, the pets. We have candy. Get the candy out. We have lots of different fishy ones with different amounts. And we have different cookies. So you can try all the ones with pictures today. Remember, this tells you how many to cross off from this first amount. You're crossing off with subtraction because this means you ate 2 of the cookies. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cookies and you ate 2. How many cookies do you have left? You only have 1, 2, 3 left. So you have to cross this amount of cookies from this original number. Okay? Subtraction. That's what we're working on for math today. Now let's do our counting by 2s, just to remind ourselves. And we'll say those together, and then you can do your counting by 2s worksheet as well. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Let's do it one more time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Great job. So now we're going to move on to science. For science today, we're talking about pumpkins. So let's first start by reading a fiction story. Most of the stories we've been reading are non-fiction. Nonfiction means not fake. And fiction means fake. This is a fake story. It's not telling us true facts, right? It's a fiction, a fake story. A lot of times we read together nonfiction, which tells us true things. This one is just for fun. Okay, let's read it together, and you can print it and read it with an adult at home. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one says, I am going. It is late. Oh, he left. How many do we have left now? 1, 2, 3, 4. The second one said, I am going to get a treat. Oh, now we have 1, 2, 3 left. The third one said, I'm going to eat. Now we only have 2 left. The fourth one said, I'm going to run. Oh. The fifth one said, I'm going to have some fun. Oh, none. We have no more left. So that's a fun story you can read. It's not true, right? Pumpkins don't talk. It is a fiction story just for fun. And it actually practices our subtraction, right? Every time we lose 1 pumpkin until there's none left. Okay, so that's our pumpkin story. Now we're going to learn about pumpkins. So the first thing we're going to learn about is how pumpkins grow. So first they start off as seeds. Then the seeds sprout. Then once they grow into a vine, we get a flower on the vine. Then this flower will turn into a green pumpkin, and last we will get an orange pumpkin, and that's how the life cycle of a pumpkin. So we have a worksheet you can do, and you put in the missing numbers on the steps of how a pumpkin grows. The next thing we're going to learn about is what is inside of a pumpkin. Have you ever carved a pumpkin? And you have to cut open the top, and then you have to pull out all the stuff inside? So the stuff inside is the pulp. The orange strings that you pull out is called the pulp. And the seeds. Some people toast the seeds of the pumpkin, and they eat them with salt and pepper. And a pumpkin also has a stem on top, and it grows on a vine. So that is parts of a pumpkin, and you can do the worksheet where you cut out the pictures and you glue them where the words say. So you could take a pumpkin if you have one at home. If your adult says, you fill up a bathtub with water and see, does your pumpkin sink or float? And I'm going to do this for you with my daughter later so you can also see. And if it sinks or floats, then you think it's going to sink or float?
Float.
What's happening?
Sinking.
No, look underneath.
Floating. Oh, wow, float nicely.
It's like a boat. It's floating around. Okay, let's try the little one.
It really floats.
Wow. Draw what your pumpkin looks like. If you're carving your pumpkin, how does the inside feel? Is it fluffy, like a fluffy kitty cat? Or is it more slimy, like wormy, slimy feeling? You circle which one. And what shape is your pumpkin? Did you get a really tall, thin one? Did you get a round, circular one? Did you get a wide one, like an oval shape? And you pick which one. So that is our pumpkin science experiment you can do this week. So that's what we have for science. Now we're going to move on to language arts. With our sight words, our new sight word for today is to. Not the number 2, the word to, T-O. So you can read it, to, write it, to, and circle all the 2's you can find in the box. And please keep practicing your sight words. We've done a bunch now. A and an, at, has, not, is, the, and to. So those are all the sight words we've done so far. So you have to keep practicing or you'll forget them. Because sight words are words you have to memorize. We don't want to have to stop and try to figure out these words. When we're reading, we want to see them and know them. So please make flashcards and watch the sight word videos and practice your sight words. I'm going to read our morning message. Good morning to you. We are learning about pumpkins. Do you have a pumpkin at home? So you can practice reading that with an adult. You can see if there's any letters you know in there, any words you know. You might find the word to in there because that's our word of the week. And you can circle them. You might find at, right? At's in there. Some words you might know. And some sounds like you can see the in pumpkin, right? So you can just dissect that sentence and see if there's sounds or words you know. That's our good morning message. Also, you'll notice I put pictures next to some of the words to help you. Because when you're reading, sometimes you can look at the pictures in a book that will help you give you clues about what the story is about. So I put a sun next to good morning. And I put pumpkins next to the word pumpkin. And I put a home under the word home. Just to practice looking at the pictures, which will help you know about the story. Okay? Now we're going to do our language arts. We're going to start with singing the alphabet. The alphabet is the names of the letters. Let's sing it together. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? And now we're going to sing our letter sound song. These are the sounds that the letters make. The letters have sounds, have sounds, have sounds. The letters have sounds, have sounds, have sounds. The letters have sounds, have sounds, have sounds. Sing them now with me. The A says ah, 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 ah. The B says b, 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 b. The C says k, 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 k. Like apple, bat, and cookie. The D says d, 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 d. The E says eh, 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 eh. The F says like dog, elephant, and fish. The G says g, 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 g. The H says the I says I, 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 I. Like girl, horse, or iguana. The J says j, 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 j. The K says k, 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 k. The L says ooh, like juice, kite, and lion. The M says mm, 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 mm. The N says mm, 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 mm. The O says ah, 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 like monkey, knight, or octopus. The P says p, 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 p. The Q says qua, 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 qua. The R says like penguin, queen, or rose. The S says s, 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 s. The T says t, W says wah, 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 wah. The X says x, 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 x. Like violin, whale, and X-ray. The Y says yeah, 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 yeah. The Z says zzz, like yogurt and zebra. The letters have sounds, have sounds, have sounds. The letters have sounds, have sounds, have sounds. The letters have sounds, have sounds, have sounds. Thanks for singing with me. So now we're going to do our two-letter blending. Please practice watching the two-letter blending videos. They're going to really help you with this because blending is how we read. So we need to blend sounds together to read. So if you watch the two-letter blending videos, they're going to go over all these two-letter blending that we have done together, and you can read it along with the videos. You also can print these and read them along with an adult. So we have O-B, which says ob. Then we have O-D, which is odd. Then we have O-G, which is og, og. Then we have O-M, which is then O-N, which is on. Then O-P, which is up. Then O-T, which is ought, ought. O-X, ox, ox. And O-Z, which is oz, oz. So practice blending them together. Okay? Then we have our U's. U-B. So up, ub. U-D. Ud, ud. U-G. Ug, ug. U-M. U-N. Un. U-P. Up, up. U-S. Us. And U-T. Ut, ut. Okay? So please practice reading your two-letter blending. You have to practice blending sounds. You don't want to read U-T as ut. You need to read it as ut. So it takes a lot of practice blending those sounds together to reading them faster and faster until they sound blended. Ut. Okay? So watch your videos and practice all your vowels now. A, E, I, O, and U, two-letter blending. Because next week we're moving on to 3 letters. So we really need to practice these this week, okay? So for writing is the opposite of reading. When we write, we want to stretch out our blended sounds, back out, so we can hear what sounds we had blended together. So it says, I learned that pumpkins, something I learned that pumpkins start as seeds. So I would say art. See, I try to hear all the sounds when I'm writing. Art. As. Eed. End with a period. You can practice stretching out your sounds in your words and writing them. You might not spell every word correctly, and that is fine. That is practice. Practice hearing all the sounds in words. It takes practice stretching out the sounds. So you can write that way, or if you want, you can have an adult write it in yellow and you can trace it. You can also practice writing your alphabet and your numbers to 10. So that is our learning for today. We have done pumpkin science. We have done subtraction with pictures. And we have finished all our two-letter blending. So please practice those, and don't forget to write note cards for your sight words and practice your sight words, because those ones you have to memorize, and you can also watch the videos. So if you like that video, please subscribe below and you will get our latest videos. You will get alerted of when they are up and ready to watch. And you can also like us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.
FirstStepReading.com